Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first gameplay for the T-80UK. This is a rank 7 battle rating 10.7 tank for the Russian Ground Forces tech tree. This is a squadron vehicle and is pretty much the command variant for the T-80U and will be coming in the newest Drone Age update that should be out in a few weeks. Now again, this is pretty much just the T-80U. As you can see, I've got this here. If you look at the stats, more or less they are the same. There are some key differences, of course. This can carry slightly less ammunition, not that that matters so much. This can carry, somewhat importantly, you can carry a little bit less LMG ammunition, but that really also doesn't matter all too much. But otherwise, it has the same turret rotation speed, vertical guidance, reload rate, but the T-80UK importantly does have an extra 4 smoke grenades, so that's an extra 50% over top of it. Now, probably the biggest difference that most people will notice is that this has the Stora active protective system right here on the front, which helps to disrupt beam-guided ATGMs that will be going towards you, whereas the T-80U does not have that. So this is brought on from the T-90, and that will help to again protect from some ATGMs. Not all, but of course some. Now, interestingly, this has pretty much all the other things that the T-80 has. There are, again, some slight differences. So this has a programmable HE shell that will be able to better take out hiding enemies or some helicopters and other aircraft. So you have that. It does have NVD as a single upgrade rather than this where you have NVD and then thermals, or rather you have thermals and then with the regular T-80U you have to get night vision first and then thermals, and then this also has a laser warning receiver, whereas the T-80U doesn't. It just has a laser rangefinder. This has kind of the receiver and the laser rangefinder in one. So pretty much it's about the same vehicle, you know. I mean, there are some minor-ish differences. In all, though, the T-80UK is definitely a slight upgrade over the T-80U. I mean, there's nothing really worse with it. It's just better in some ways, but it's the same exact BR, so we'll see how that goes. But, you know, again, it's just a slightly better version of the T-80U, and it has pretty much the same exact armor profile. You know, you have your high hardness rolled armor there. You have that here. You know, of course, there's, I guess, technically maybe slightly better armor on the T-80U, at least right there, because you have rubber fabric screens right there, and that's replaced by the Stora. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much, again, the same exact vehicle. There's not really any difference. That said, let's get into some gameplay here, see how this thing performs in a real match, and kind of go from there. Let's get into it. So, some important things to note as we move forward, getting into this gameplay. And this is true pretty much of everything what I'm about to say when it comes to dev server gameplay, but everything you see here is subject to change. 100%. It is subject to change. Nothing here is necessarily going to happen. You know, on the regular game server, some stats can change. I mean, for example, this is, what is it? 46 tons, I think. It weighs about 5 tons less. Come on, just even out here. Whoa, I don't know what the heck that was. The gun, the vertical gun drive just did not want to move. But I think this weighs the same weight as the regular T-80U. Now, oftentimes, like when there's some small difference in weight, they are not going to really care too much. You know, War Thunder, they have this habit of not really like taking one tank from 41.6 tons to something heavier, you know, like, ooh. Like, they're not going to change a tank from like 46 tons to 46.1 tons, you know. It's just not really something that they typically do all too much, which is understandable. I mean, it's menial, or it's marginal differences in you know, performance at that point. It really doesn't matter. Also, I think the smoke is different now. They've updated it. But some important things to note here as we kind of move forward. And, ooh, I got killed. I got a backup, though, so I'm just going to get back into that. But some important things to note here are, for example, that the T-80UK does have the same thermal sight as the T-80U. Also, it does have a commander sight, but the commander sight is night vision only. So you have to remember that. So it's not really going to be, again, functionally all too much better than the T-80U. The Stora, for example, doesn't really matter. really the major upgrade that we see here, the kind of two major upgrades with the UK versus the U, are going to be the fact that this has instant thermals, so you don't have to upgrade from night vision to thermals, but it also has, again, the, whatchamacallit, I guess the Stora, or the laser rain, the laser warning receiver, which is really, I mean, that has been pretty nice. So I tested this out in a few matches prior to the one I'm in currently, and I mean, it works, you know, that's for sure. And you can quickly dash to cover, well, hopefully dash to cover once that actually starts going off. So it's a nice system. I think between that and, again, just the kind of the Stora, you have a better tank overall. Now let's go destroy some World War II tanks here. They don't even know what's coming. But, I mean, I did dispatch of some modern tanks before, so this is no pushover. I mean, its top round can go through, like, what, 432 millimeters of armor, which is nice. You know, it does, again, have that programmable HE shell. That's also very nice, but it's not really a big deal. It's really just, I don't really see that it's going to be used all too much. You know, this does have the, what is that, 9M119, but again, I mean, once you're kind of loaded up with APF SDS, are you really going to be using that all too much? Personally, I wouldn't. You know, it's not really, ooh, that looks like an actual enemy over there. Let's go launch this guy into hell. Okay. Go over here and take this guy out, hopefully. Got him. Sweet. So, you know, ultimately, it's just a slightly better variant of the T-80U. It's better, but not in such an appreciable way that I feel like it's worth getting upset about, you know? It's really, ultimately, what we're going to see is that this is going to drive down win rates a lot. Kind of like how the T-80U did, or the P-80, or, yeah, the PL did, the Leopard 2 PL. This is going to be just a much worse tank for win rates, but I don't really know by how much, you know? It's just, that's such a tough thing to predict. Oh, got an enemy here. Nice. I mean, ultimately, yeah, I'm just beating up on World War II tanks. This is nothing special here, guys. But overall, I mean, this is, again, a T-80 by no other name. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, I guess maybe let's get into one more match, and that'll be that. But overall, I mean, I'm not unimpressed by it. Oh, I like that new animation. I'm not unimpressed by this vehicle, but I'm not so impressed that I'm, like, blown away. It feels like a 10.7 BR vehicle. Nothing spectacular, nothing awful. It's just good, you know? And I can't complain about that. I mean, wow, this is actually moving very, very quickly. I'm quite impressed by it. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's just, I'm going to say it again and again and again and again, because there's nothing really much more to be said about this outside of, it's just a T-80, you know, a T-80U. I mean, a T-80U is good, but it's not really, it's not more, not less. It's just a T-80U. I mean, all the things on this vehicle, all the additional things on it are pretty much just things that, for the most part, aren't going to be useful. Like, you're not going to get much from them. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 Come on, come on, come on. Cheeky breaky. Blaskayak. Ah, jeez. This is fun. Well, I do have one more backup, so I'll just get into that, but really, I mean, what? I destroyed a single vehicle. The B2M or BMP2M, whatever. That's all I care about. So, okay, let's get back into this and see what we can do. Okay, let's move in with these cheeky breakies here. I mean, this actually took a lot of punishment, but again, I mean, the T-80, T-80U, T-80UK, they're all going to take a lot of punishment. regardless. So, not really seeing too much resistance. Now, the bad thing about dev servers is that you're never going to be facing a full match. I mean, there's like half the enemy team is real, half the enemy team is bots, which sucks in a way. I just wish that they made some of the bots like good vehicles, like an M1A1 or an, you know, a Centurion, or I don't know, maybe not a Centurion, but something usable at higher BRs. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. So let's go over here. They have their helicopters up. Okay, I'm going to have some Charlie Bingo Wingos over here. Almost 100% sure of it. 1,000,000% sure of it. Someone just died to the right of me. I am blind, man. Holy guacamole. Some sort of an enemy over here. I suspect. I'm just going to go up here. No, he's dead. Oh, he's alive. He was alive. And now he's dead. Oh, whoa, he's not dead. Uh-oh, uh-oh. No. Okay, I'm launching these. Now, having these extra smoke grenades is going to come in handy. I mean, no doubt about it. That's one of the better things. Actually, my apologies. That is another major bonus that this thing has, is the fact that you have 4 extra smoke grenades. That's really nice. I mean, you cannot say enough about having extra smoke grenades. They are just a benefit 100% of the time. The more the merrier. You know, I mean, any increase in smoke grenades is a welcome change. And, you know, that's something that this does hold over the regular T-80. So, I think I've got, yeah, there's an enemy there. Not that it really matters. I think that there might be some, doesn't really matter. I don't want to camp bases, even in a dev server. It's not really something I like the idea of doing. Oh, so this kind of sucks. Their entire team is, not their entire team, but a huge amount of the human players have left. So that would explain why not much is going on here, unfortunately. So, that said, we're probably just going to have to move on from this and just kind of accept that this match is dead. We're not going to really get any sort of action happening here. But, you know, that's not a big deal. It's you know, be expected. There's literally no stakes in this. You know, no one cares about dev server gameplay. Ultimately, I mean, it can be fun, but the thing is, the truth behind dev server gameplay is that it has no impact on your real life, you know, on your actual account. It has no bearing on anything that you do in the game. And so because of that, you can do whatever you want. You can just totally fool around, mess around, do whatever you want, and it won't impact it, you know? I mean, I've got a bajillion golden eagles in this, and it doesn't really matter. So that said, yeah, there's not really too much going on here. So I've got not enough spawn points, it looks like, to get into the Su-25K, because all I'm doing is just destroying World War II vehicles at this point. So that said, I'm probably just going to call it. This is the end of this gameplay video. It is what it is. You know, I really like the UK, the T-80UK. I feel like, wow, he destroyed my track. I feel like it's going to end up sinking win rates for a lot of players. Ooh, this might be a good opportunity. It's going to likely end up sinking a lot of new play or you know, win rates, but I'm not really all too concerned by that, to be truthful. Let's see if I can take him out. He's just stopping right where I need him to. Oh, I hit him! I hit him! Let's do it again! Okay. Let's do this again. Okay, maybe that... No, that's probably not going to hit him, right? No. Okay. I hit him the first time. That's what really matters. So I guess proof of concept, that HE shell actually works. That's pretty cool. Anyways, this is the end of the gameplay. That was actually a very satisfying end there. I'm pretty happy with that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like this vehicle? I think it's good. It's not like a game-breaking vehicle. Again, it's likely going to harm Russian win rates. We'll see by how much. But, you know, it is what it is. So thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Remember, you know, enter into my giveaway if you'd like. But either way, see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone. Time to use the frog foot in ground RB. Oh, na, 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 na. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, they spawned me too fast.